Played some really good tennis this week from Laval, Canada. Galarneau with a 3-set win in the opening round over the qualifier from Colombia, Miguel Tobon, 7-6, 2-6, 6-3. And then yesterday took on the 7 seed, Bu Yunchikote, and Galarneau with a nice win, 7-6. Was perfect in the tiebreaker, won 7-love, and then 6-4 in the second. Had a little bit of a stumble in the second. He was up 4-love. Gave one of the breaks back, but was able to come through when it mattered. Taking on the big serving Luka Pavlovic. Galarneau this week, 209 in the world. It's been as high as 153. That came in May of 2024. Reached the final earlier this year in Metepec, losing to a guy still alive here, Borna Gojo, in the final round. Played in Indian Wells a couple weeks ago. Successfully qualified with wins over Luca Van Asche and Tomas Berrios, a couple guys inside the top 115 in the world. Lost to Gael Monfils in the first round, though, in straight sets. As you see, the 6'5", 196 centimeter Luka Pavlovic. Tall drink of water that man is. Pavlovic playing in the all Lacoste gear, as he does. Big serve. Pretty solid from the backhand. He can go big on the forehand as well, and the drop shot is his favorite shot. Pavlovic has put together a really nice week so far. Took out the 2 seed Adam Walton, winning 6-3, 7-5 against the world number 85. And then yesterday, backed up that win, taking out the wild card from Mexico, Alan Magadan, winning 6-4, 6-3. And his serve has been beautiful this week. Hasn't faced a break point in his last match. Julio Aguilar, the chair umpire for this matchup. And it's the second career matchup between these two. They met last year in Olbia, playing also on outdoor hard courts. And Pavlovic came through that match. It was a couple tight sets, 7-6, 7-4 in the breaker, and 6-3 in the second. It's been really confident play from the 27-year-old Galarneau to start out this year. He's 15-7 overall, mostly at the challenger level. A couple qualifying matches in there as well. Successfully qualified in the Indian Wells for the main draw. Did not reach the main draw of the Australian Open. Lost to Nishesh Basvareddy in the first round of qualifying. And for Luka Pavlovic, he's got a winning record as well, 6-5 on the year. Lost also in the first round of qualies at the Australian Open. He took on Colton Smith, the American, the Arizona standout. Lost in straight set, 7-6, 6-1. Successfully qualified for Rotterdam with a couple nice victories. Took out the 8th seed in qualies, Billy Harris. And then 7-6 in the third set, 10-8 in the third set breaker over the top seed in the qualies, Hamad Medjedovic, the world number 79 at that point. Lost in the first round to Bodek van de Zandschulp, 7-6, 6-3. He did reach a quarterfinal in Kigali, Rwanda. That was in early March. This is the biggest quarterfinal he's been at this year. That challenger in Kigali was a 75 level event. This time here, a 125 level challenger, meaning 125 ranking points available to the man that lifts the trophy at the end of the week. As you see, the beautiful conditions in Morelia, Michoacan. We've got action on day 4 here in Morelia. It's Alexis Galarneau and Luka Pavlovic. Both guys have taken out seeds and put together a couple of nice victories. And only one man can reach the Final Four. Pavlovic comes into the week at 219 in the world. He's been as high as 184. Set that mark in July of last summer. Galarneau, 209 in the world. He's been as high as 153. Set that mark in May of 2024. I'm Rob Warner alongside director Helena Vilka. Thanks for being with us. Alexis Galarneau doesn't have the biggest serve. He's a pretty good spot server, though. Sets up his game behind his serve. Really athletic player. In terms of intangibles, he definitely takes the mark out of these two guys. Not afraid to move forward. Likes to use his forehand with high topspin. Pavlovic, big server. Pretty solid from the back of the court, though. He's a decent mover for his size. And he's the kind of big guy that will sometimes hang around at the baseline, play some defense. He's not going to end rallies just going kamikaze early on. So a very nice opening service game for Galarneau, getting things started here. Galarneau looking for win number 16 already this year. We mentioned outside the top 200 in the rankings, but in the live rankings, that is not official in terms of the points that you add up for both guys and where they've gotten. Reaching the quarterfinals, you take home 14 points just for doing that. Excuse me, 16 points for reaching the quarterfinals. And Galarneau right now up to 195 in the world in the live rankings. Looking to get back into the top 200. Looks like win or loss, he's going to get back into the top 200. He's got a chance if he's able to win this title to get... He would actually set a new career high inside the top 150 if he's able to lift the title here in Morelia. Obviously, he's got 3 matches to go, including need to take out Pavlovic. And that's confident tennis from Pavlovic. We mentioned the big serve. He's got some really nice touch and feel. Playing in the high elevation here in Morelia. North of 6,000 feet above sea level. For Galarneau, one of the best returners in this event coming into the week. Can he just make enough returns? Wow, that's well done. That backhand hit off the baseline. Oh, no, so the ball was out. Didn't hear the call. Some really nice defense from Galarneau. We mentioned how important return is Got a really nice return back there. Several feet inside the baseline. Such a good move around the court. Forcing the miss. Forcing break points right from the get-go. Pavlovic, can he apply enough pressure on the Galarneau serve? He's done a really good job returning in moments this week. That's an excellent dropper from Galarneau. And it feels like he's making concerted efforts to use more slices early on. Try to keep Pavlovic off balance. We've seen Pavlovic go really big off the backhand this week. Smart play getting it down low on the big man. So 3 easy holds to get us started. First quarterfinal matchup of the day, Galarneau and Pavlovic. Second career meeting. Second time serving for Pavlovic, first time on the near side of your screen. That's a really nice combination. The dropper. And then Galarneau hit a pretty good shot following it up. Pavlovic with a really nice lob. Forehand volley lob. Not an easy shot. That's a nice how do you do from Pavlovic, ace number 1 for the Frenchman. So another real fast hold. This one at love for Pavlovic. Coco Gauff right now taking on Karolina Muchova in Miami in the semifinals. Yannick Sinner started the day in Miami just thumping Frances Tiafoe 2-2. That's one of Galarneau's best shots, the ability to go inside in and really pull that ball off the court with side spin. Used that play excellently yesterday. Likes to set it up with the inside out forehand. That time, not waiting around, pulling the trigger. Four consecutive points by the server in a couple games. Already midway through the opening set. Fans still settling in today on the Estadio Tres Marias, our stadium court here in Morelia, Michoacan. For Pavlovic, he's a guy that double faults come with his game. I don't think he minds that as long as he's able to produce enough success behind the first serve. Get in that first serve enough. Gosh, that's a big-time second serve from Pavlovic. The kick works even better in the elevation. Jumps just a little bit more. It's an opportunity here for Galarneau. 30-all second serve. And it wasn't a great drop shot from Pavlovic, just too much air on that. Galarneau read it the whole way. And finds himself with the first break point now of the match. That's very nicely handled. Pavlovic ripping the forehand a couple different times in that point. Wasn't the biggest first serve. Galarneau had a chance, and Galarneau did a good job, got some depth. That final forehand did do enough with it. Well, he was on the run, like I mentioned, in that entire point. Second chance now for Galarneau. Each break chance on the Pavlovic serve, you know, it's just weighted differently because the Pavlovic serve, the biggest weapon on the court, maybe the biggest weapon all week here in Morelia of all the players. That time a perfect dropper. Galarneau tosses his hands up like, you know, what do you want me to do? This guy is 6 foot 596 centimeters and has insane touch just like that. Oh, that's big boy tennis from Galarneau, taking it to Pavlovic. Three chances so far from Galarneau, and 3 times Pavlovic has found a way through. Frustration for Pavlovic right there. Mid-court backhand miss brings up a 4th break chance in this game. Galarneau working hard here, trying to find a way to get the first break of this match. Pavlovic just is having a tough time winning a point right now on the deuce side. I feel like Galarneau kind of half-heartedly went for that backhand. Didn't seem like he was trying really to pull the trigger, but felt more so like he had to there. So 5 break point saves already in this game. That's an impressive job. 5 break points saved. Pavlovic doing what he does, just frustrating the returners. And Alexis Galarneau has to have a quick memory. If you've watched Ted Lasso, the memory of a goldfish, that is what everybody who plays Luka Pavlovic has to try to do. Nice pass there from Pavlovic. Galarneau looking to avoid the boomerang break, where you're unable to break your opponent and then you get broken in the next service game that you have. Pavlovic has not been very solid on the Galarneau serve when he's had opportunities. That's a perfect backhand, just off the line. That's better from Pavlovic, controlling the baseline. So Galarneau able to take care of his serve. But Pavlovic, the story so far, saved 5 break points and able to come through 7 games into this match. – 27 minutes into this opening set of action. Galarneau against Pavlovic. First of our 3 singles quarterfinals tonight on our stadium court. Nice job by Galarneau getting up to that dropper. Let it drop a little bit too fast, though. See, those are the balls that Alexis Galarneau cannot miss today if he wants to have chances on the Pavlovic serve. Pavlovic has the ability, the luxury that he can miss those balls. Because he's got that big-time serve. Again, just excellent feel from the big man. And Pavlovic does his job one more time. That was a nice chip from Galarneau, kind of wiping that one off the court. Cross. He's got really nice feel, really nice ability to maneuver the ball with heavy topspin off the forehand. Can flatten out the backhand a little bit more. Couple errors bleeding into the game of Galarneau over the last 10 minutes or so. Galarneau's had some success going with the short chip to the Pavlovic backhand. Pavlovic getting upset, as you can understand. That's a ball he thinks he should make, but it's so hard to get low when you're so tall. 6'5", 196 centimeters. The big serving Frenchman. Oh, that's so well handled. First volley and a difficult overhead. Galarneau hit that one completely in midair. Excellent footwork there from the Canadian. It's exactly how they teach it. Kicking out that back leg. And a big-time serve up the tee as we are getting toward the business end of set number one. Pavlovic, he's going to serve to stay in it on the other side. Pavlovic serving to stay in this first set. That's a nice way to open up the game. Just the third ace of the day for Pavlovic. I don't think he really minds if he's able to get necessarily aces, just wanting to find any way to be successful behind the first serve points. Pavlovic, 10 aces in his round one win. Again, Adam Walton. And 7 yesterday. It's a low percentage shot there. Didn't have a lot of options, though. Pavlovic did a really good job. And he's so big and tall that hard to get around him at the net. Definitely tough. Definitely tough to get it over 6'5", 196 centimeters, Luka Pavlovic. Galarneau, he's served very well today. He's dropped just 1 point behind his first serve, 14 of 15 through 5 service holds. For Pavlovic, he's dropped just 4 points behind his first serve, 81 his first serve points won percentage. And tick it up a couple notches. 5th ace for Pavlovic, and we got some bonus in us here in the first set. Feels like we might see a couple tie breaks here today. Pavlovic has not had to play a tiebreak yet this week. For Galarneau, he's played a couple, coming through in each one. Played a first set tiebreak against Miguel Tobon in round 1, winning 7-4, and then a skunk perfect tiebreak against Bu Yun Chakotay yesterday. That was in the first set. Yeah, Pavlovic upset with himself there. That's a ball that, understandably so, he thinks he should be putting back into the court. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on Galarneau. See if the Canadian falters a little bit. Feels the pressure. If he is feeling it, he hasn't shown it today. Galarneau, he's just been really solid in the back of the court for the most part. That's one of the best shots that Pavlovic has at his disposal. It's a low percentage shot, but he's been very successful with it this week. The open stance backhand down the line. Did a great job there with his left hand, his top hand on the two-hander, coming through the ball, flattening it out. That's a nice finish. Couple big-time points for Galarneau. Final changeover of the opening set. We're going to find out who's going to take it on the other side. Luka Pavlovic had no trouble serving to stay in the set, down 4-5. Looking to push this first set into a tiebreak. Rob Werner with you. Day 4 in Morelia, Michoacan at this 125 level challenger. That's just big boy tennis. Excellent finish there. The approach shot and then cutting off the time. Pavlovic did such a good job moving for it. Perfectly in the tee there. Nice job from Pavlovic once again. He's had really just one tough service game. Had to save 5 break points. So it is a first set tiebreak to try to see who's going to have the big advantage of winning the opening set. Really nice job that time. Galarneau waiting until the last possible second before firing that ball inside in. Pavlovic just hasn't done much in terms of getting returns into a favorable spot for him. What a rip on that backhand. No mini break so far, 3 points into this breaker. Second career meeting between these two, and the first time they played, Pavlovic coming through in straight sets. Won the first set in a breaker, 7-4. And the first mini break to Pavlovic. You could feel the tension on that Galarneau backhand. Yeah, that's a tough miss. As Galarneau tosses the racket, and Pavlovic with a double mini break advantage. Even just the one is pretty big for a guy like Pavlovic. 2 in hand, though, already. That's well done from Galarneau. Able to get one of the mini breaks back. So they change ends, and the last 3 points in this breaker have gone to their returner, Luka Pavlovic. One more point here to try to extend the lead. It's been a tight first set, no break points on the Galarneau serve. 5 saved from Pavlovic. Wow. That is a tough choice there for Pavlovic. Went for the forehand slice, didn't really move his feet into it. And just like that, the mini break advantage, it's gone for Pavlovic. 4 consecutive points won by the returner. And can Galarneau make him pay now? It's been a tough tiebreak to watch, really. Galarneau and Pavlovic have not played close to their best tennis, and the double fault there, just a terrible time for it. The first of the match from Galarneau. Hands Pavlovic the mini break lead. And now Pavlovic, a couple serves, try to close out this first set. But if you've been watching this breaker, you know that nothing has gone easy. Nothing has gone as you would expect when these guys have had advantages. Big first serve, though, and the first set point, it's going to go to Pavlovic. Wow, Galarneau looked like felt something inside his right leg, upper right leg. Oh, what a way to do it. A backhand winner jumping on one leg. And Luka Pavlovic steals the first set of action. Second set between Pavlovic and Galarneau. And curious what we're going to see from Galarneau here early on in this second set. Got worked on during the break in action after the opening set. Had a full medical timeout on his like upper right leg. Galarneau, he uses, I mean, you see the heavy tape on the inside of his right leg. He uses his movement so much as one of his biggest weapons. If he's not able to use it, you wonder how long he's going to stay out here. Barely able to move, trying to get to that slider down the tee. Second career meeting between Pavlovic and Galarneau. Galarneau, it's been such a good year for him so far. 15-7, his overall record. He's reached already a couple finals this year. Another semi that he reached, also in Juarez, Portugal. Finals in Baton Rouge and Metepec. Trying to reach his fourth semifinal of the season. Pavlovic, he's trying to reach his first semi of the year. 6-5 his overall record. Got to a quarterfinal appearance in Kigali, Rwanda. That was a 75 level event. Bigger event here this week, 125, the Challenger level. Means 125 ranking points, means more prize money available also. Galarneau, he's moving very gingerly. Wonder if sort of the groin area, maybe the hamstring. Regardless, it's not good news for the Canadian, trying to push through it here early in set two. But you can tell he's very cautious about every movement he's making right now. There were no breaks in the opening set of action. Pavlovic saved 5 break points in a row. And serving at 2-3. Was able to get through. And then it was a back and forth breaker. Pavlovic had a double break lead at 4-1. Lost both points on his serve. It was a double fault by Galarneau at 4-all in the breaker. That's really the difference. He was able to get it back on serve, saved 1 set point. Pavlovic, though, at 6-5 with a beauty of a return winner on the backhand side. Return sort of like that. And it's a break chance, the first of the match on the Galarneau serve. Oh, man. Yeah, Pavlovic, he did all the hard work. Sarcastic smile there. Just unable to execute on that final backhand. It wasn't an easy shot by any stretch, but that's one that he would tell you he's got to make. That's a nice second serve from Galarneau. Pavlovic knows this is a real big opportunity right now. It's kind of tough when you're playing a guy who's injured. You know that you're supposed to be winning the points. Hard to not take a look over on the other side of the net, hoping that maybe your opponent's going to retire also. The poor finish of the game for Pavlovic as Galarneau able to make it through in his first time serving in set 2. Galarneau, a guy who fights for everything in tennis. Doesn't have the biggest weapons, not the biggest in stature. 5'11", 180 centimeters. Played college tennis at NC State. A guy though that works so hard. And he makes you beat him. So far, Pavlovic has done a pretty good job of that today. Wow. I think Pavlovic is having a tough time maintaining his focus a little bit at the moment, knowing that it's time to really press the gas pedal fast. So Pavlovic able to get the hold. Galarneau saved the break point. Early action here in set 2. Doesn't look like a retirement's coming right here. Right now on the same side as their teams. For Galarneau, I believe it's just his girlfriend with him this week. Pavlovic, coached by Ivan Petkovic. Petkovic has been here with him this week. That's an excellent play. Faked the drop shot, pushed it deep, and set himself up with that high volley. Nicely done there from the big serving Frenchman, Pavlovic. Galarneau, Canadian, speaks French. So does Pavlovic from Staines, France. Not exactly sure what they said that time. And Pavlovic upset. That was not a great shot. Had a chance on that passing shot. That's a really nice shot from Galarneau. He's got the tape just below the knee and also looks like in that hamstring sort of area. During the changeover, it was sort of flexing his hamstring, it appeared. Trying to keep fighting here. Give him a lot of credit on that. It didn't look comfortable, but gosh, what a job there from Galarneau, getting up to a really good drop shot. Not just getting there, but better shot here than the one that he came. The one that came at him, I should say. Some more big-time pressure put on by Pavlovic. 5 games into this second set. Still no breaks in this match. Alexis Galarneau, the 27-year-old from Laval, Canada, trying to reach his 4th semifinal this year, taking on Luka Pavlovic. They played last year in Olbia. Pavlovic coming through in that match 7-6, 6-3. The serve speed from Galarneau, it's gone down a little bit as the injury, it feels like, has become a factor. Oh, goodness, what a shot, though. Not able to move as well right now, so he's having to anticipate, kind of guess where the ball's going. Did a heck of a job there. It was not a bad approach shot from Pavlovic. It was just scalded off the forehand from Galarneau. So Galarneau able to come through once again on serve. I give him so much credit on the battle that he's just put up in this second set. Doesn't look like he's done. Looks like he's trying to figure out how to get as much out of that right leg as he can. Seen that a couple times for Pavlovic. This guy goes for big-time second serves. His serve is the biggest weapon on the court, so double faults, he doesn't mind those as much as long as he's able to win a high percentage of his service points. don't look now, but a little opportunity here for Galarneau. Double fault and the missed backhand there. We saw that from Galarneau a little bit in the opening set. Had 5 break points on the Pavlovic serve, wasn't able to break, and a couple times, definitely at least one time, he went for a big return on the ad side. Was unable to connect on it. Tough miss there from Galarneau. Pavlovic doing what he's been doing, finding ways to hold serve, and he leads 4-3 in the second. Seven games into the second set. Galarneau looking to match Pavlovic in the serving category. Pavlovic, he hasn't put a lot of pressure onto the Galarneau serve really in this second set. Feels like he's had an opportunity as Galarneau, his movement has been hampered. You see the tape below the right knee. And there's some tape on the upper right side for Galarneau. Seemed like he aggravated some sort of an injury, upper leg, in the first set tiebreak. There's a nice return there from Pavlovic. He's gotten upset in the second set. He just hasn't been able to stay very reliable from the back of the court. That was a heck of a return from Pavlovic off a high-quality first serve right off the tee. Galarneau, again, just doing a better job being steady from the back. He's been able to wait for misses from Pavlovic. So 8 holds into this second set. Coco Gauff just finished off a masterpiece against Karolina Muchova, coming through 6-1, 6-1. Couple breadsticks by the American as she has, it feels like, worked her way into the Miami Open. And she's going to await the winner of Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina. One of the best rivalries in tennis. Semi later today in the night session. Gosh, that's just really good from Galarneau. Second straight service game where he's got a little opening. He's only had break points in one game of the match. That came at 2-3 in the first set. Pavlovic saved 5 break points. Yeah, that's tough from Galarneau. He thought that that lob was going in. Trying to make Pavlovic just play another ball. Gosh, it was an excellent angle on the inside-out ball. Just very timid hitting, trying to keep that point going on that inside-in shot. Decelerated, and a first break point in this second set for Alexis Galarneau on the Pavlovic serve. Oh, what a way to do it. Alexis Galarneau with the first break of the match, and he's going to serve to close out the second on the other side of this change. Galarneau trying to close out set number 2 here. Force this into a decider. And Pavlovic, he's really just lost the plot from the back of the court. Just hasn't been nearly solid enough. Pavlovic just cannot keep the ball in play right now. And it's triple set point for Alexis Galarneau, who looked down and out early on in this second set, was barely moving. Saved a break point on his serve in his first service game of the set. Oh man, what a way to do it. Some forehand brilliance. And this match is headed the distance here on Stadium. Third set action getting started here. First quarterfinal match of the day here in Morelia, Michoacan. Juan Pavlovic and Tristan School, Kate, the 3 seed. They're going to be in action on grandstand. That match set to start in about 10 minutes. It's the big serving Luka Pavlovic, the world number 219, against the world number 209, Alexis Galarneau. So it's a hold at love to get things started in this third set. Second career meeting between these two. They played last year in Olbia on outdoor hard. That was the first round in Olbia at the Challenger. That one was 7-6, 6-3 win in straights for Luka Pavlovic. Felt like Pavlovic was on his way to a win when you saw Galarneau not moving well after sustaining the injury in the first set. Injured his upper right leg. Got it taped after the first set concluded. It was a hard-fought first set tiebreak. 7-5 won by Pavlovic. Galarneau feels like in the second set kind of figured out how he could deal with his injury and move around the court. I'm Rob Warner. Thanks for joining us on Quarterfinal Thursday from Morelia, Michoacan. It's balls like that Pavlovic just hasn't done a good enough job on in this match, making Alexis Galarneau work on serve. Second serve there. It was a kick serve, didn't do a ton. I don't think that aggravated the injury for Galarneau as much. He's just mad that he missed that. That is a big-time volley. Made it look easy. It was not an easy shot. Handled it with excellent feel there. Just kept that ball low enough. Pavlovic didn't get it low enough to really make it hard for Galarneau there. That was well done from Pavlovic. Making a concerted effort, it felt like, to be just solid in that point. gets an immediate break of serve. Get this third set going. Pavlovic was unable to break early on in the first opportunity, the first service game of the second set when Galarneau played a little bit sloppy to get things going. No trouble this time for the big serving Frenchman. That's the first break he secured in this match. Oh, that's nicely done. Pavlovic just the ball sitting in the middle of the court. Nicely done by Galarneau. Forehand cross court, it's one of his biggest weapons. He's done that several times today. So Galarneau asking to check out the mark this time. That's pretty funny. Then he says, oh, wow. Apologizes. He missed that ball by quite a bit. Pavlovic for this match, 56%. His first serve percentage in terms of first serves made in the court. Dropped just 4 points all day behind his first serve. And the ace total, it's starting to get nearly ridiculous. 13th of the match for the Frenchman. Trying to erase a love 30 deficit here. Get through. Really nice job from Pavlovic, kind of just keeping the ball in play with a half volley there. And it's a big time start for the big serving Frenchman. Alexis Galarneau trying to get on the board in this third set. Galarneau, who does such a good job just not taking himself out of matches. Playing balls back, using his defense, his athleticism. Needs a hold right here to try to steady this match. Try to give himself an opportunity to get the break back at some point. That's a nice job. 4 straight points from Galarneau from 15 down. He's done a really good job on his serve as well. Broken just the one time in the match. It came in his first service game of this set. He's lost just 6 points behind his first serve all day. 85% his first serve points won. That was a really nice chip. Faked the drop shot and again pushed it deep. Didn't miss that forehand by much. That's a tough one for Galarneau. It's a shot that he loves. That's well done. It was a big point. He knew it. Galarneau, he's really leaving it all out there. The fact that he even got to this free dropper. It wasn't the best free drop in the world, but it's been hard for me to tell what Galarneau can and can't do. Sliding the right leg forward, that's going to be, you'd think, the harder shot if the hamstring, if the groin's having issues. Couple fist bumps there for Galarneau, though. He's not giving up. Oh, man. Volley on top of the net. High forehand. Galarneau, he's doing a great job of just making Pavlovic work. You can understand the frustration from Galarneau. Second serve return. Has worked so hard to get it to deuce. Now Galarneau just kept that forehand on the line. Forehand volley. My goodness. Fifth double the match for Pavlovic. And a break chance for Galarneau to get back into this. My goodness. Pavlovic with a collapse from 40-15 up. And we're back on serve. Feels like a brand new match we have here, as Alexis Galarneau erased the break deficit between he and Pavlovic. And just able to keep that forehand in. Catching the side of the line. 2 hours and 3 minutes into this quarterfinal match. Second career meeting between these two. Galarneau lost to Pavlovic the last time in straight sets. Gosh, that's a forehand brilliance from Pavlovic. Keeping that one on the line. A little luck there from Pavlovic. Just another twist and turn in this third set. Break chances now for the Frenchman to get break advantage back. Oh, man. So it was a volley on top of the net for Luka Pavlovic that he wasn't able to make to finish off the game, to continue the break advantage. And sort of a similar volley from Galarneau. High forehand. Closing in. If he makes that ball, he wins the point. And Pavlovic, just like that, given a second chance to serve out this match. Second life with a break. Double faults have become a factor for both guys trying to consolidate breaks in this third set. Galarneau, he's got 3 double faults this match. That's the 6th for Pavlovic. Pavlovic has won less than 50% of his second serve points in this match. It's not a stat that he's going to appreciate. Just a very loose point for Pavlovic. Forehand miss from the middle of the court. Chances for a third straight break of serve, and for Galarneau to get right back on serve. So it's another double fault and back on serve in this matchup. Getting close to the finish line. Who's going to take this one?
Time.
We've had 3 straight breaks of serve Alexis Galarneau and Luka Pavlovic deep in the third set here. Big time serving there. Set up that forehand from Galarneau. Trying to end the run of breaks, 3 in a row. Nice job there from Galarneau. Looking to avenge his loss from last year to Pavlovic. Lost in Olbia in straights, 7-6, 6-3. Give a lot of credit to Galarneau on making this match as competitive as it's been after the first set. Toward the end of the first set tiebreak, tweaked what looked like his hamstring or upper right leg. Looked midway early on, actually, in the second set, like he might retire. Saved a break point on his serve in his first service game of the second. And he's just done what you'd expect if you've ever watched Alexis Galarneau fight. Find ways to be successful. And he's pushed this match to a third set. He's been a breakdown 2 different times in the third. That's a nice volley from Pavlovic. Not a phenomenal pass from Galarneau. Had a shot there. Wasn't an easy ball here. Credit to Pavlovic, making that volley look easy. Gosh, what a dropper. Just hitting off the line. big hitting on the backhand side from Pavlovic. Pavlovic able to hold serve after failing to do so in his past 2 service games. And Galarneau, he's going to serve to remain in this match. Rob Warner with you alongside director Helena Vilka. 125 level challenge quarterfinal action. It's the marathon match. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Pavlovic already in the second set. In this third set, excuse me. Double faults have been an issue for both guys in the last 15 minutes or so. That's the 5th of the match for Galarneau. Pavlovic, 7 double faults, but he's got 15 aces as well. That's big time hitting from Galarneau. Now that's nicely done. Serve +1 forehand. What a job for Pavlovic. It was a pretty good drop shot. Excellent little flick there from the Frenchman. Galarneau once again doing such a good job waiting until the last possible second before showing which way he's going. Also going back behind Pavlovic. It's been a really good play today. That's a nice job from Galarneau, making it through. And if you've been watching this match, you knew that it wasn't going to end easily. Bonus tennis here in this third set. Good feel there from Pavlovic. Move forward. It's about as confident as we've seen from him. Taking advantage of how far back Galarneau was on that return. Pavlovic trying to do his job here to hold serve and feels like get us to the inevitable, a third set breaker. Couple misses though from Pavlovic. That's some backhand brilliance from Pavlovic. Two-hander just ripped into the corner. And a point here for 6-5. Gosh, what a volley. Yeah, kind of showing it off the second time. That's what I just did. The hook shot. Kind of the dream shake from Hakeem Olajuwon in basketball. Come on, we got to get in the mood. Final Four action today. Not Final Four action. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're in the Sweet 16. Galarneau just doing what he's been doing in this match, working so hard. He's been a breakdown twice in the third. Chance here to get the break and serve for this match. And just nothing on that return. Galarneau, he's leaving it all out there. That's a clutch hold. 3 consecutive points from Pavlovic and able to make it through. Final changeover of the match. We're going to find out who's going to win it on the other side.
Time.
Alexis Galarneau trying to send this match to its final outcome, a third set breaker. Rob Warner alongside producer Helena Vilca in Morelia, Michoacan. Men's quarterfinal action on a beautiful Thursday. That forehand, it's been one of the real money makers in this match from Galarneau. He's done a great job moving around the spin and the pace, particularly going with that forehand cross court to the Pavlovic forehand. So Galarneau with a love hold to send this match into a breaker. It's a third set tiebreak to finish this match. Luka Pavlovic, Alexis Galarneau, second career meeting. These guys met up on October 13th of last fall. Pavlovic coming through in similar conditions on a hard court, and Olbia winning 7-6, 6-3. Although Olbia, Italy, it doesn't have the high elevation that you see here in Morelia, north of 6,000 feet of elevation. Much harder to control the ball in these kind of conditions. That's nicely done. It was a good return from Pavlovic. Galarneau had to dig out that point. It was a pretty surprising first set tiebreak. Galarneau fell down 4-1. It was a 2 mini break advantage for Pavlovic. Lost both the next 2 points. Got a double fault at 4-5 in the opening set tiebreak. Set up Pavlovic with a couple points to try to close out the set. He wasn't able to do it. It came on a second serve return. Pavlovic hit a backhand screamer down the line to wrap up the set. Different story, at least this far through. 4 points, all won by the server. Make it 5. As Pavlovic up to 16 aces in this match. 7 double faults. He's been money on the first serve. Both guys have. Both guys above 85% first serve points won. Neither guy's been stellar, though, defending their second serve. Both guys below 50% second serve points won. Luka Pavlovic trying to reach his first semifinal of the year. He's reached 3 career Challenger finals, has never come through and lifted the trophy. And for Alexis Galarneau, it's been a confident year for him so far. 15-7 his overall record. He's reached a couple finals. Lost in the championship match in Baton Rouge, the qualifier, the former USC Trojan and the player from Wake Forest. Tosanic winning 4-1 in that championship match. And then in Metepec, Borna Gojo took out Galarneau 1-4. Reached the main draw in Indian Wells. Had to come through qualifying with a couple really nice wins over Luka Pavlovic and Tomas Berrios. Although Galarneau, he was the 4 seed last week, and Korobnaka lost in the opening round. Even pretty badly, but we got to check it. 3-0. He can bounce back. He's already had a couple nice wins here. Trying to keep it going, though. Oh, what a job, though, from Pavlovic.
4-3. Pavlovic.
First mini break of this third set breaker. Pavlovic does such a good job using his top hand, his left hand on his two-handed backhand.
Singleton. 5-3. Pavlovic. Eight, 6-3.
17 aces for Pavlovic. And now 3 match points. Galarneau saved this second match point on his serve and just put a little bit of pressure onto Luka Pavlovic. Gosh, what a job from Galarneau there. It was an excellent return from Pavlovic.
6-5. Pavlovic.
Just incredible gets and defense, ability to change direction. Match point number 3 now in the first one on the Pavlovic serve. On his 17th ace, Luka Pavlovic able to get through and reach his first semifinal of the year as he takes out Alexis Galarneau in an absolute battle. Heck of a job from Pavlovic. He really struggled to close out this match. Had 2 breaks in the third set, twice with the break advantage. Wasn't able to make it last. Ivan Petkovic, his coach right there. And Alexis Galarneau, you got to give him a lot of credit. The 27-year-old from Canada, I mean, he just did way better than we thought he would after having an injury to his upper right leg deep into the first set tiebreak. But it was the big serve of Luka Pavlovic, too much to overcome today. And Pavlovic, the first man to reach the semis here in Morelia. We've got more action coming up in just about 10 minutes. Nicholas Mejia against Chris Rodesh. Stretch your legs, grab a snack. We got more tennis coming up. That's coming your way. Over an hour in the third set. 4 breaks. Finally ending with a third set tiebreak. JP Fikovic took the first set 6-3. Tristan Skolke up an early break in set 2. 2 hours and 40 minutes in the match. And really the area for Luka Pavlovic that was the best was the serve, as it always is. Wasn't that solid from the back of the court. I think he would tell you that. 88% first serve points won and 18 aces. Just incredible effort from the Frenchman. We got more tennis coming up, though. Be back with you in just about 10 minutes.